If you don't have a video doorbell, you're basically rolling the dice every time you open the door.
Hi, do you have a moment to support the Goose Anger Rehabilitation Society?
The what?
Even a small donation helps a goose take its first steps towards inner peace.
Look, sometimes I order stuff that needs a signature, and we've got friendly neighbors, so every time I hear the doorbell ring, I feel like I have to answer it. Now, I know I'm late to the party, but I finally got a smart video doorbell, and honestly, it's been a complete game changer. It's not just seeing who's out there, it's being able to talk through the doorbell and shut down awkward interactions instantly. This thing has saved me from so many long and painful conversations, and it might just save you too. So if you're on the fence about whether you should get a video doorbell, let me break down the pros, the cons, and whether or not a smart doorbell is actually worth your money. Let's jump right in. The pros. The price. They're cheap. I just got the most basic Ring doorbell on sale for about $40 and it's great. The video quality is absolutely fine. Sure, there are nicer ones with higher quality and more features, and if you can afford to get one of those, do it. But the basic one is all I have and I still love it. They're easy to install. If you've got a normal doorbell set up already, it will take you minutes to install even if you barely know what you're doing. Also, the app works great. It found my doorbell right away. I can easily get to the live view and communicate with people if I want to very quickly. Plus, I'm able to link it with the Smartlock on my door, which I talked about in my last video, which is awesome for letting people in. And not only does it work on your phone, I also love that I can see who's at my front door, even if I'm at my computer. They help avoid package theft. People think twice when they know they're being watched. Not to mention being able to communicate with them can really help deter unwanted guests at your front door. I love that I get notifications when anyone's at my door, which means I can usually get that package right when it arrives. And if you're not around, it can help verify items were actually delivered. Maybe the most important part, they can help you avoid solicitors, or really, they help you avoid anybody. No thank you becomes a lifestyle. Look, let's be real, a video doorbell means you don't have to get up off your butt to see who's there. That's rad. I used to run to the front door even if I was in the bathtub when that doorbell rang, but now I can quickly pull up my phone to see exactly who is there and ask them what they want, avoiding small talk. Plus, if it's someone you actually want to talk to, but you are in fact indisposed and run the risk of them leaving before you get to the door, with a smart doorbell, you can let them know that you're busy and you'll be there in a second. They'll be there waiting for you when you're ready. They give you remote peace of mind. I love that I get notified wherever I am, at dinner, on the couch, on vacation. It doesn't matter where you are, you'll get a notification on your phone that someone's at your door and you instantly know who's there and it seems like you're at home. I love that. It's great for neighborhood kids. When neighborhood kids show up and the kids aren't home, I can just say, the girls will be back in an hour, come back later. It's amazing. They're great for when you're home alone. Even if you feel threatened, you can pull up home alone and no one will bother you. Or if your kids are at home alone, you can still answer the door and no one will know that you're not there. And I like that I can see my kids coming and going. I trust those little rascals, but it's nice being able to have eyes on them and know that they're safe. Smart doorbell cams can also help with insurance claims. Footage is proof. And lastly, you can catch all kinds of crazy footage. Wildlife, drunk people. You'll be surprised what shows up at your front door when you're sleeping. The camera never sleeps. Now, as awesome as video doorbells are, they aren't without their issues. Let me share a few quick cons. The subscription. With the basic camera, you get a live feed for free, which is great, but if you actually want to see the footage later, you need to pay. For us, it costs $6 a month, which honestly is worth it for us. If you are tech savvy, you can record the footage to your own storage, but for us, being able to have it all in the cloud and accessible on every device, totally worth it. Your old chime dies. You basically hijack your doorbell wiring, so your old stops working. Everything goes to your phone instead. If you want to have a home chime back, you have to buy Ring's little plug-in speaker, which is annoying. Both my wife and I get the notifications when our doorbell rings, but if we are both gone and the kids are home alone, they wouldn't even know someone rang the doorbell since we don't have the speaker. If you know any way around this, let us know in the comments below. You need to have decent Wi-Fi where your doorbell is located. If you don't, or if your Wi-Fi drops, you lose everything. No notifications, no live view, no communication, no nothing. There can be delays. Sometimes by the time I get to the live view from when I first get notified that someone rang the doorbell, I see people walking away. This can be annoying if it's someone that you actually want to talk to. You can get lots of notifications. Sometimes when family is showing up and unpacking, or you're unloading groceries coming in and out, your phone will blow up at you. You can pause that, which is nice, but sometimes you forget to do that ahead of time. And in some cases, depending on your placement, even a leaf blowing by can trigger notifications, and that could get annoying. Our camera faces sideways, so this doesn't happen, but if yours is facing the street, it could be an issue. So those are the pros and cons. Honestly, this is one of those products that makes life not only better, but safer as well. I think if you don't have a smart doorbell, I 100% recommend getting one installed. It'll save you from lots of awkward conversations and give you a peace of mind, not just for your deliveries, but for your friends and family and neighbors as well. So many times I've seen doorbell footage used to solve crimes or capture some crazy wildlife footage. This thing has made my home life so much easier, and that's the kind of product I love to recommend. You might start checking your front door like a private investigator once you get one installed, as it's really fun to watch what happens, but that does chill out once you've had it for a while and you get used to it. As far as which smart doorbell to get, I'm not loyal to Ring. It was just the cheapest one available at the time. There are lots of great brands out there like Eufy, Arlo, Nest, just to name a few. I will share the best deals I can find on the top doorbell cameras in the description and pinned comment below. I would recommend getting the one that best suits whichever ecosystem you are in. The Ring pairs nicely with the Schlage locks and was very affordable, so that's the one I got. And please also comment if you have any tips or recommendations when it comes to smart home tech. I'm still new to this space and appreciate all the tips I can get. Plus, you never know who else you might help with your comment. Having a smart doorbell linked together with a smart lock is just the best. It makes it super easy to monitor my house and allow access to whoever I want, wherever I am. It's like we're living in the future, and I absolutely love it. Also, if you're able to quickly thumbs up the video, I would really appreciate it, as it helps tell the algorithm I'm doing a good job. And if you're considering subscribing on this channel, I love finding things that make life better or more interesting. If that sounds up your alley, I'd love to have you. In case you missed my Smartlock video where I gush about how much I love not having keys, check that out here. It pairs perfectly with this doorbell camera. Otherwise, here's what YouTube thinks you'd like to watch next. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time on Upgradeitis.